Alrighty, folks, welcome to our NBA free pick video here today for Thursday, February 29th, 2024. My name is Brock Page, and I've been dishing out free sports picks right here on YouTube since 2016. And if you want to see which one of these free picks on this video that I actually like the best, you may want to think about signing up for my NBA tier package pick on my premium site. You'll get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you also get access to all of my cheaper memberships during that time frame, absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. Now, I'm currently 2-0 my last couple of NBA tier package picks in that membership alone. 9-4 my last 13 in that very same category. And of course, you may be wondering what the difference is between what I do here on the free videos and what I do on my premium site. Well, what I do here on the free videos is I'll handicap the entire slate of games in any given sport, side, and total. What I do on my premium site is, well, I actually share with you which one of these free plays on these videos that I actually like the best. And once again, folks, I'm 2-0 my last couple of NBA tier package picks. I'm also 2-0 my last couple of board member tier package plays as well. That's a different package. And the good news is I had plays going off in both of those packages here today. And they are both included with your purchase of my full access, all-inclusive chairman membership. Now, chairman members get access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you also get access to my chairman podcast absolutely free. It's included with your purchase. It is hands down my best package that I offer. It gives you the most content and it's the most accurate. I currently have over 1,280 members who are signed up and active on my premium site right now. Once again, folks, that's patreon.com/BrockPage. And with that, folks, we're going to go ahead and dive into some free content. Let's go ahead and start off with the Bucks at the Hornets. That'll be a 7 o'clock Eastern start time. Milwaukee's minus 11.5, totals 217 and a hook. Now, the Bucks are currently on a 3-game winning streak, and they have done a nice job covering the number recently. They covered in 5 out of their last 7, and they're currently the best field goal shooting team on the road in the league. They're making 50% of their attempts from the field away from home. When it comes to scoring late in games, no one does it more than these guys. Milwaukee's currently the highest fourth-quarter point-producing team in the entire NBA. Giannis Antetokounmpo averages 30 points a game, 11 rebounds a night. Meanwhile, Malik Beasley is knocking down 45% of his three-pointers. And they're taking on a Charlotte club who does allow their fair share of points. The Hornets are currently in the bottom 5 in the East in points allowed per game at home. They're also one of the worst rebounding teams in the game. Charlotte's currently in the bottom 5 in the NBA in defensive boards per contest. Now, injury-wise, Ball and Williams are out for Charlotte. Chris Middleton inactive for Milwaukee. When it comes to the total, the Bucks saw 11 out of 18 in-conference road games get over the total. Meanwhile, Charlotte saw overs recently against the likes of Memphis, Toronto, and the Lakers. Give me Milwaukee minus 11.5, over 217 and a hook. All right, next play I have for you, it is going to be Jazz Magic, 7 o'clock Eastern start time. Orlando's minus 5.5, totals 225. And I do like this number for the Magic at home here. They're 19-8 straight up in the Kia Center, and they have made it very challenging for opponents to score there. Orlando's currently in the top 3 in the NBA in home points allowed. When it comes to grabbing defensive boards, nobody does it better at home than Orlando. The Magic currently leads the NBA in home defensive rebounds. Of course, Paolo Banchero leads the roster in boards and points. Meanwhile, Joe Ingles, he's shooting 41% from three-land. And they're facing a struggling Utah team who lost 6 out of their last 7. And they failed to cover the point spread in all of those ball games except for one. And out of 30 contests away from Salt Lake City, the Jazz have yet to record double-digit victories. They're allowing 123 points a game in those road trips. Now, injury-wise, Porter's out, Kessler's questionable. Meanwhile, for the Magic on the other side of things, Paolo Banchero has the sniffles, or at least that's what they're saying. He is officially listed as questionable, although I'm pretty optimistic he will end up suiting up here. Now, when it comes to the number, Orlando saw unders in their last 3 straight. Unders against the likes of Brooklyn, Atlanta, and Detroit. They also saw unders in 5 out of their last 8 out-of-conference home games. Now, Utah, on the other side of things, they saw unders in their last 3 straight themselves. Unders against the likes of Atlanta, San Antonio, and Charlotte. Give me Orlando minus 5.5, under 225. Next ball game, Hawks Nets, 7:30 Eastern start time. Atlanta's the 1-point favorite, totals 223.5. Now, the Hawks have had a tough time getting the W on the road this year. They've got a .407 win percentage in their travels, and I'll tell you, they played little to no defense this year. As a matter of fact, these guys allow more fourth-quarter points than any other roster in the league. And even though Brooklyn's not particularly an offensive juggernaut, they still are a threat shooting that deep ball. They're making 14 made three-pointers a game. They're actually in the top 10 in that particular category. And even when Brooklyn misses those long-range attempts, they do tend to get it right back. These guys are 8th in the league in offensive boards per game. Nick Claxton grabs double-digit rebounds per contest, 7th in the league in field goal percentage. Meanwhile, Mikal Bridges leads the roster in scoring. Now, injury-wise, Cam Thomas, he's been scratched for Brooklyn. Trae Young still out for Atlanta. When it comes to the total, the Hawks saw overs against the likes of Toronto, Chicago, and Philadelphia recently. And in their last 10 gatherings with Brooklyn, the Hawks allowed 122 points a night, struggled on D. If you're into historical trends, certainly want to think about that one there. Give me the Nets +1 over 223.5. All right, next ball game, Warriors-Knicks, 7:30 Eastern start time. Golden State's minus 3.5, totals 224. And speaking of the total in this one, the Warriors have seen plenty of unders here recently. Their last 4 straight stayed under the total, 8-2 to the under in their last 10. Meanwhile, New York on the other side saw unders in 7 out of their last 10 themselves. And out of 30 contests at Madison Square Garden this season, the under cashed in 70% of those games. Now, when it comes to selecting a winner in this one, this game is being featured as my $1.99 daily best play on my premium site. It costs just $1.99 for 30 days of service. You're going to get access to one premium selection of mine every single day for the next 30 days for just 6 cents a day. So if you want to see if I like the Knicks catching the points at home, or if I like Golden State laying the 3.5 on the road, this game is once again being featured as my $1.99 daily best play. But as far as making a free pick is concerned, give me the under 224. All right, next contest, it is going to be Thunder Spurs, 8:30 p.m. East. OKC's minus 11 away from home, totals 237. And even though this number does stink for the road team here, I do think OKC should have little problems covering. It is tough to lay double digits while traveling, but I think OKC is more than capable of getting the job done here tonight. They're currently the best three-point shooting team in the game. They're actually drilling 41% of their three balls in their travels. Now, Aaron Wiggins, he makes 51% of his three-pointers. Jalen Williams, 45%. Waters, 43%. Joe, 42%. Wallace, 41%. And, of course, the trio of Holmgren, Dort, and the other Williams, they're drilling 40% from three-land themselves. And, of course, the top dog, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he leads the roster with 31 points a game. But I'll tell you, it just ain't all offense for OKC. These guys are incredibly tough to shoot against on defense. OKC's in the top 3 in defensive field goal percentage. And unfortunately for San Antonio, well, they have not shot well from long range themselves. As a matter of fact, they're the worst three-point shooting team in the league. And in their last 10 ball games against Oklahoma City, The Spurs failed to cover in all of those matchups except for one. They actually held to just 106 points a game on average during that time frame. Now, San Antonio saw unders in their last 3 straight, 8-2 to the under in their last 10. Meanwhile, OKC saw unders recently against the likes of Houston and Sacramento. Give me OKC minus 11, under 237. Next contest, it is going to be Rockets Suns, 9 o'clock Eastern tip-off. Phoenix is minus 8.5, totals 234. Now, the Suns are currently double-digit games above 500, and they do a nice job of shooting the basketball at home. They currently have the 5th highest field goal percentage at home in the league. And out of their last 9 ball games, Phoenix successfully covered the point spread in all of those contests except for 3. KD averages a team-high 28 points per contest, 42% shooting from 3-land for Durant. And speaking of 3 balls, well, Grayson Allen, man, he's automatic. He's knocking down nearly 50% of his attempts from beyond the arc. And they're facing a struggling Houston squad who lost 8 out of their last 10. And I'll tell you, they simply just can't get the W on the road. Matter of fact, the Rockets are tied with Detroit for the fewest road wins in the entire NBA. They're just 5-23 straight up in their travels. Now, total-wise, Houston saw overs against the likes of the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Pacers. They're also 7-3 the over in their last 10 meetings with Phoenix. So once again, if you're into historical trends, plenty of overs to go around. Now, the Suns, they did their fair share of damage offensively in those head-to-head gatherings I just mentioned. They averaged 120 points a game during that stretch. They also saw overs more recently against the likes of Sacramento, Utah, and Washington. Give me the Suns minus 8.5, over 234. Next game, Heat Nuggets, 10 o'clock Eastern start time. Denver's minus 4, totals 214. And this does feel like a pretty generous number for a Denver team who dominates in the ball arena. They're currently 23-5 in their own building, and they've played some very tough defense there. Denver's currently in the top 5 in the West in defensive points per contest at home. KCP's the club leader in steals per game. Nikola Jokic has the most defensive boards. And unfortunately for Miami, they have a tough time getting to the basket. They're a bottom 3 field goal making team. And another big problem offensively is that, well, Miami refuses to score late. The Heat's a bottom 3 point producing team in the fourth quarter. Now, injury-wise, Love, Richardson, and Bryant are out. Tyler Hero and Orlando Robinson are questionable. Meanwhile, for Denver on the other side, Murray and Strawther are day-to-day. Keep an eye on them. When it comes to the total in this one, the Nuggets did see unders in 6 out of their last 9. Meanwhile, Miami went 7-2 to the under in their last 9 themselves. Give me the Nuggets minus 4, under 214. And with that, folks, we're going to dive into our next and final breakdown for the video. It's going to be in that Wizards-Lakers game. That'll be a 10:30 Eastern start time. The Lakers are minus 9.5, totals 241 and a hook. Now, LA got the W in 7 out of their last 10. They're currently 21-9 straight up as the home team. When it comes to getting the basket, not many teams do it better than the Lakers. LA is currently in the top 5 in the league in offensive field goal percentage. And they do score the majority of their points in the second quarter. They're a top 5 second quarter scoring team in the West. Anthony Davis averages 24 points a game, and he makes 55% of his attempts from the field. Meanwhile, D'Angelo Russell, he's drilling 41% of his attempts from downtown. Now, they're facing a Washington club who's the worst defensive team in the game. The Wizards allow more points per contest than any other team in the NBA. And no real surprise here, they're dead last in defensive rebounding. Now, injury-wise, Denny Adija is questionable for Washington. Bilal Coulibaly is out. Meanwhile, for the Lakers, LeBron could possibly rest tonight. Keep an eye on him, or maybe he's going to one of his son's games. I don't know, but it looks like LeBron is questionable. Not sure if it's an injury attached to it. Now, LA saw overs recently against the likes of the Spurs, Jazz, and Pelicans. Meanwhile, Washington saw overs in 4 out of their last 8. Give me the Lakers minus 9.5, over 241 and a hook. And with that, folks, we are going to dive into our quick pick recap. Give me the Bucks minus 11.5, over 217 and a hook. Magic minus 5.5, under 225. I'm 2-0 my last 2 board member tier package picks on my premium site. The link is in my bio. Brooklyn +1, over 223.5. I like the under 224 in the Warriors-Knicks game. Thunder minus 11, under 237. Suns minus 8.5, over 234. Nuggets minus 4, under 214. And give me the Lakers minus 9.5, over 241 and a hook. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium site. Now, if you do end up getting a membership here today on patreon.com/BrockPage, just a friendly reminder, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. That's why I always tell folks that Chairman Package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. It gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you also get access to my Chairman podcast absolutely free. It's included with your purchase. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Well, that's it, folks. Happy Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium site at patreon.com/BrockPage.